Good morning. I'm Tim Papura, publisher of Security Systems News, here at the ISC West Media Studio with Fredrik Nilsson, General Manager, Access Communications, North America,
Correct.
as well as a Director on the board of the Security Industry Association, SIA. So welcome, Fredrik.
Thank you so much, Tim.
What I wanted to do is just talk briefly about SIA. And they seem to have more of a face in the industry today, and really wanted just to briefly talk about their initiatives and why it's important for the general public of the industry.
Any industry has a trade association, and trade association is there to better and further the industry. Right. And the more people we can get involved in the association, the better we can make the industry for everyone. I think the challenge with any trade association is that it's based out on people volunteering their time.
Right.
And in the industry we're at, people are fairly busy. But I think the other challenge we've had is that SIA has played a little bit more of an anonymous role that we should have had over the last couple of years. If you look at the ISC West show, which is really sponsored by SIA,
right.
It's been really branded ISC West, and you haven't really seen too much about SIA in the past. So we're trying to make a difference there to make all the vendors be aware that there is a trade association and what the different programs are that we're focusing on.
Right. As a board member, I assume that you're involved with one aspect within the association. What is that, and what are you doing in that role?
SIA has many different initiatives, including standards, government relations. What I'm personally focused most of my time with is the department that is doing the educational efforts within SIA.
Okay.
And what we see here at the show is what they call the ISC Premier Educational Program. It's really SIA behind all that. It's not really branded again.
Right.
It's getting more branded. So SIA is there to call for submissions for the speaking, for the panels, selection of that. There's a fairly big group that review hundreds of those submissions.
Okay.
To select I think we have 52 sessions here.
Wow.
And to make sure it's the right contents, vet the speakers, look at the presentations, get the feedback, and fine-tune and make it better for next year. And I think we've seen a big difference in the education efforts here at the ISC show compared to what we had a couple of years ago. And SIA got involved and said we need to make this more of an industry relevant and not necessarily a vendor selling session, but more educate the industry. And that really has made the program start growing and the respect for the program get better. We have still a long way to go, but so that's where I'm spending most of my time.
Okay. What are the initiatives for SIA in terms of membership? How many members do we have today, and what's the plan there? So
the more the merrier. We have around 800 booths on the show floor here, so they're all part of the industry. There's a number of companies that come and go and might not necessarily be here the next year, but I think there is around 500-600 companies that are regular at the ISC show, and I'm guessing that less than half of those are members of the association. So we have still a lot of work to do to make sure people understand what SIA is, what they can do for the different vendor companies, and get them part of the different programs that SIA has.
Excellent. Okay. Well, I appreciate your time. By the way, excuse me, SIA is a sponsor of the ISC West Media Studio, so I thank you, SIA. I thank SIA for that.
Very good.
But
thank you, Tim.
Anyway, Fredrik, thank you for your time.
Thank you. Always a pleasure to be here.
We'll talk soon.
Sure do.
Thanks.
Thanks.